Hi, guys.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome to the podcast.
Goblin mode! Goblin mode!
This is our first podcast episode.
I'm beyond excited.
I'm excited too. I love podcast formats of things.
I do too. I feel like it's gonna get hype. I feel like we're gonna get hype. We've got our coffee.
Yeah, I brewed us our morning coffees. For anybody who doesn't know, I use an AeroPress, which I am obsessed with.
It's the best coffee making apparatus in existence.
For the price range.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's like $30. Like I think you can get them for like $20 or something like that. But
yeah, it's very cheap. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
I love it, and then I always mix it with oat milk, and then I froth it with a little bit of sugar-free salted caramel.
Ooh.
And then Nars likes the sugar-free cinnamon. What is
brown
it?
cinnamon brown sugar.
I think it's said the other way, but slay.
Brown sugar cinnamon.
But yeah, welcome to the podcast. This is like, it's not gonna be an actual podcast. Like, it's not gonna have like it's not gonna be put out to Spotify or anything, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
So I think that it'll be interesting.
And we're just gonna chat.
Yeah, we're just gonna chat. It's just gonna be gonna be a segment of Goblin mode.
Yeah.
Still thinking of a name for this segment, because I do love whenever like channels that I watch have different segments for different like types of videos for their channel. My brain always goes to like Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning. Like, they have all the different segments of like activities that they do, and that's kind of how I wanted to model our show, like our channel, is having like the food and travel and then podcast type sit downs like this, where it's just like easy to talk, and then you guys just vibe out with us.
Yeah, I feel like we're in heaven right now. There's such a bright light behind us.
I know this is not ideal in the least, but this is I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to sit in my fucking recliner.
I'm in heaven. Speaking of heaven, speaking of heavenly heavenly things, we both went to the doctor yesterday.
We did.
And on the way home from the doctor, we stopped at this little rinky-dink drive-in diner.
And dive.
Guy was there. He welcomed me with open arms. Hey guys, it's me, Guy.
It's me, Guy. You want some onion rings?
But it's called Mike's Drive-In.
And it's in Oregon City.
And it is so fire.
It is so fire. Okay, so first of all, we went to the doctor because we both had to go get a little bit of blood work. We're getting older, had to check up on our shit. It seems like everything's great though.
I'm healthy as a horse.
I'm healthy as a hippo.
My cholesterol's a little high.
Yeah, mine too. But
just a tad.
That's because I switched back to eating cheese, and I eat a lot of cheese now, or dairy. Like, I don't drink milk, but I eat cheese and like pastries with butter. But anywho, we went to the doctor, and that was perfectly fine. And then on our way home, I was like, ooh, this diner that I always pass by looks so fucking good. So we whipped in that bitch, and
dude, I didn't know what to expect, because we pulled up and I was like, man, I don't know, dude.
Well,
like,
as vegetarians or people who I don't ever want to say pescatarians, because we only eat fish like once in a blue moon. I say that. Okay, no, I'm putting it on the record right now. We are pescatarian.
Yeah, we eat that Panda E regularly. We get that honey walnut shrimp regularly.
I was gonna say we get honey walnut shrimp at least once a month.
Yeah. And
then we eat sushi like 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah, so I'd say like once a week we eat fish.
Yeah, so we are mild pescatarians.
Yeah, 100%.
But I was gonna say, so that the record is set straight. But whenever I pulled into that diner, I was like, man, I know they're only gonna have French fries for us to eat, but I was like, I could really go for some fucking fries.
She couldn't have been more wrong, okay?
Bro, the fucking menu, first of all, they have a veggie burger, which I'm pretty sure is made with the Beyond Patty, which is my favorite.
It's not. It's like a black bean burger.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't really love black bean burgers, but anyways, they have an option is the point here. And then they also have a fish sandwich, and they also have literally every side you can think of. Like it was like we got tater tots, beer battered onion rings, clam strips, which I was like, clam strips,
Yeah, what is a clam? What is a clam
Well,
strip?
so whenever I worked in fine dining, we would always have like razor clams,
Mm-hmm.
which are just like really long clams, and we would like cook them, steam them
Mhm.
and saute. And I was like, okay, maybe it's like razor clams because they're like really long and skinny. So I was like, maybe they fry those. But then I was like, razor clams are so expensive. There's no way a diner is serving razor clams.
I'm gonna start my own restaurant chain, and it's gonna be called Raising Clams, and it's gonna be clam strip baskets.
Whenever you said that, it made me think of that would be your dream, by the way. I immediately thought of Alice in Wonderland. Isn't there like a scene on the beach where there's like a bunch of clam babies with like bonnets on?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if that's Alice in Wonderland. But I do know that there
feel
is
like it
a
is.
Disney, like an old Disney animated film where there's clams with like little bonnets on. They have little
They're
eyes.
like little baby clams.
Yeah.
So that's so funny. That I don't know. I'm glad you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about though, because I feel like usually whenever I come up with like
No,
really weird,
that is extremely like that hit a memory with me.
that's prominent to me.
It's prominent.
I don't know. It's speaking to me. Those baby clams.
Anyway,
So they had clam strip, like it said clam strips, and I was like, oh, bet, like they're only $4 for a side sleigh. So I got them, and it was like the best fried side item I've ever had from like a fast food joint.
It was legitimately like from the look of it, it looked like calamari, but it tasted like 20 times
Yeah,
better.
it was just like these little pieces of fried like fish looking thing, and I was like, huh. And if you've ever had clams, like clams are pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But a lot of a clam at one time can kind of be texturally an issue for people. But these were like chopped up clams that were just fried, and the batter was so good. Holy fuck. So we got clam strips, tater tots, onion rings, and
Frickles.
dude, okay.
Dude, the Frickles.
God damn it. I normally am never the bitch to order fried pickles, but I saw that and I was like, you know what? I've been in a pickle mood lately.
I'm feeling adventurous.
And so I was like, let's get the Frickles. And so they came, right? And you would be like, oh, they were pickle chips fried, surely. No, bitch. They were fucking pickle spears.
Yes.
And they were like extra skinny pickle spears.
Yes.
So the ratio of pickled to
breading,
fried
yes.
batter was like
perfect.
Miraculous.
Perfect. Just like that's the thing, right? Is sometimes the chips they get kind of flimsy and there's not enough pickle. You bite in and it's like it's over 50% batter. And
Yeah,
that's not good.
I feel like it's either really batter or really pickle. This one was like perfect.
It was perfect. And they put dill in the batter seasoning.
Yeah, so it was like extra pickle.
Or maybe they just dusted them with dill
Maybe.
after, but you could like see it on top of the breading. It was so good. And their onion rings.
Dude, they were beer battered, which I don't know. I don't know what kind of onion ring people y'all are, but I typically don't go for beer battered onion rings. Those were very Whataburger to me.
Yes, but they blew Whataburgers out of the water.
Which is wild.
Out of the water.
Out of the water. We love onion rings, but he's like a beer battered kind, and I like the really, really crunchy ones, like from Sonic. Which I know that those are like just frozen and fried. I don't give a fuck. I love the ones from the grocery store that you just like air fry.
There's people like breadcrumb breading who am I to judge? Some people like breadcrumb breaded onion rings.
Yeah, I
Some
do
people
because
like
it's
beer batter.
textural. I like a really good crunch.
Yeah.
And like I will say the ones that we had yesterday, those were fucking fire. They were like so like soft but crispy. I don't know. It was hard to explain.
It's the perfect blend.
If you know, you know. But it was fucking delicious. We ate all of our little sides. We got a side of ranch and honey mustard. It was fucking dank. I'm just really excited. It's always really exciting to find a place that's by your house.
Yeah.
That is like
literally a hidden gem.
Yeah, it's
like
a hidden
never.
Gem, which I saw it the last 2 times I went to the doctor. I drove by and I was like, oh, that's so cute because it's like very vintage 50s diner, like red and white stripes on the tin roof, like.
It's very
Okay, not 50s. I would say like 70s
Just
diner.
it needs a little TLC. The outside
No,
could use a little
well,
TLC.
you didn't go in. You didn't go in.
How did it look?
It looked like well kept.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a little bit dingy, like an old diner would, but like I would have eaten inside.
Yeah. I'm going back for that. I'm going back next time I go back. I'm getting the coleslaw. I'm getting the potato salad, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
probably gonna get the cod.
So that's the thing
Fish.
too, is we looked at the menu and we were like, oh, maybe what we got like was the only good vegetarian options. No, they had like everything: potato salad,
Coleslaw, fried
coleslaw, fried
mushrooms.
mushrooms. They had just like so many sides, and then they also do homemade soft serve for $1 a cone, and I saw them passing it out. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swirls, and it was $1. And
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
the fucking seasonal flavor was pumpkin vanilla swirl, and I was like gooped and gagged. I was like,
Pumpkin
"God damn."
vanilla swirl with cookie crunch.
I was really we didn't get ice cream
No.
because we, as much as we love a sweet treat, we typically try not to overeat.
Yeah. Also,
fast food
like
places 'cause we'll
OG,
throw
like
up.
Reggie ice cream fucks me up now. It
Oh, yeah.
fucks me
Like
up.
that's the thing, is we being vegan for a while and then switching to vegetarian but staying mostly plant-based for like a good long while. I think our bodies have had adjusted to not ingesting so much dairy.
Yeah.
And like for me, cheese and like a mild amount of milk is fine, but like if I were to drink like a glass of milk right now, I would shit my pants.
Well, there's a difference, okay? Because like I think the most cheese we've had in recent memory, I had like a dollop of ricotta in
Oh
that
yeah, when I
lasagna
made the
soup.
lasagna soup. But also I would say like that's probably like the same amount of cheese that would be like, or actually pizza. We eat a lot of pizza.
That's true.
Well, not a lot of pizza. I think we order takeout pizza once or twice a month.
Yeah.
I've like we completely went from like eating pizza at home all the time, just getting like Amy's or Totino's, like cheap ass pizzas, to going to Domino's.
Dude, the deals.
Domino's
The
is
deals.
okay.
Because they have a deal where you can get, what is it, a medium 2-topping pizza?
It used to be a large 3-topping for $7.99.
Economy,
And then
man.
they, which me and Paper Cave Games, you know the tea. We would always like jerk off Domino's about how good the deals were, and then they recently changed it to where it was a medium 2-topping for $7.99. But even then,
But
that's still fine.
That's like what you would pay for like a frozen pizza at a grocery
You'd
store.
pay more. The
Yeah.
fucking Amy's ones that we get are $10.
Yeah. Like
which is crazy, and they're like personal size.
Yeah. The only ones that you can get that are like dirt cheap that I still fuck with on the reg are the Totino's party pizzas.
Okay, so as far as
those are like $1.
As far as food that like I love from my childhood, that I don't know if it's actually disgusting or not, and like I feel like everyone has their thing, you know, like you have something from your childhood that you think is just like top fucking notch cuisine,
Right?
But other people are just like, I don't know, man. And for me, it's definitely Totino's pizzas, but also maybe like Twinkies. Like I know like recently I don't eat Twinkies anymore because I had one not too long ago, and like it was just like too sweet and like too.
Twinkies are lost on me.
Like if I'm gonna eat that many sugar calories, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna get like a Rice Krispie treat or a Reese's cup, you
Yeah.
know, like something I really love. I'm just saying things that I would like rally for and be like, yeah, that's delicious.
Yeah.
But like most people, like I'm in the minority of that. I think that Totino's pizzas though are my ride or die.
Yeah.
And like
I still
but
fucks with
I
them.
feel like a lot of people who eat them agree with me. Like I think a lot of people like
Yeah.
know that they're dank.
They're legit.
Yeah.
For the price, dude, you can't beat it.
Well, okay, inflation though, they used to be $1, now they're like $3 a piece.
Yeah. They're like
Which
two.
is-
They're like 2 something.
Yeah, which is like absolutely absurd. Well, for us, we don't have
Bonkas.
we don't have sales tax in Oregon, which
Yeah.
you're probably like, oh, jealous, but there's a lot of things that like counterbalance it. But so like our pizzas are like $2.78,
Yeah.
but like if you were to buy that in the next state over, it would be over $3 in tax.
Yeah.
So
No, it'd be
yeah.
like right at $3, depending
Oh my
on the
God.
tax rate.
Okay. The technicality.
Dude, I love talking about food. Makes me so happy. Speaking of happiness,
Okay.
what do you think? Like, I saw this question the other day, and I thought long and hard about it, and I want to get Cheeky's input on it. Like, do you think that happiness is just like, do you think that it's like a intangible concept, or do you think it's like a biological like response, like chemicals like flowing through your body? Like, you see something, your brain, like, say you see a beautiful piece of art, and like your eyes send the message to your brain that it's beautiful, and then your brain releases these like chemicals that like tell you that like that you
That
should
you're
feel
happy.
good. Like, what do
I
you
mean, I
think
think
that happiness is? Like, do you think that it is like, do you think that it can be explained like scientifically, or do you think it's like,
oh, definitely. I mean, I think that it, in black and white, it is chemicals from your brain, but like, I think it depends on like what type of happiness you're talking about. Like, I think that there's happiness from like, I don't know. That's a question with a lot of nuance. Can
it
you
is?
can you narrow it down?
Okay, do you think that happiness is biological, or do you think that it is like emotional?
Definitely emotional.
You think that it's emotional?
Definitely emotional.
Okay.
Because I think that like it's all about like your brain chemicals, and I think that there are people who are happier than others.
Because there are some people that would disagree with you.
Oh, I know. There's people who would disagree with everything I say,
Yeah.
but I think that um in my opinion, I think that people are either like I think that you can be like a generally happy person.
Mm-hmm.
Um like sorry, I'm all over the place, but in my opinion, I am the most happy whenever I am comfortable with, money, with like what I'm doing in life, if I have hobbies, if I have things going for me. But if I don't, if I'm broke and like down on myself about like what I'm doing, and like not happy with like what I'm doing as far as
Mm-hmm.
like work or hobbies, I am like the saddest sack on planet Earth. But there are people who would be in my shoes and would still be happy, which makes me think that that could be a biological thing. Like, there are people who are just like happier people in general,
Right.
but then there's people like me who my happiness always hinges on like factors in my life.
Well, that doubles back to depression. Like, diagnosed like clinical depression is
Wow,
like.
the podcast took a fucking
Well,
that
no, I'm
was
just saying. I'm
not
just saying.
no,
I'm
it's
just
okay.
saying. Like,
It's a good topic.
like,
I'm just cracking up because we were like, we love clam strips. We were like, how about that clinical
how about that
depression?
clinical depression, y'all? Wait, let me talk to you guys about clinical depression.
Let
One
me
sec.
tell you something. Let me
tell you something. Let me tell you something. But like clinical depression is like they've like studied it extensively, and it literally is a chemical imbalance in your brain. So like
Yeah,
you could have like the most like
I have it.
posh trill life in all of existence in terms of like possessions and
Yeah,
material
well, that's what I was gonna say.
worth.
I was actually gonna say that like right when you were done. So sorry for cutting you off,
No.
but I'm just in my head. I'm like, damn, I can't believe you just segued like that. But the prime example is like all these like celebrities and like well-known people in the media who are literal millionaires, billionaires, who still like hate themselves, hate their lives, hate all the people they know. They're never happy. Like, not enough money in the world could make them happy. And I think that that's why I try to like yes, I'm sad all the time and like I wish that I was more rich, like
Yeah.
everybody does, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, we have our tiny little house
Mm-hmm.
that is paid off.
Yeah.
And like I have all my little things that I need. And yes, I would love to like own like a nicer house and own a car and like all this stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, this is keeping me comfortable and happy, and I
Right.
have what I need.
Yeah.
Like I have exactly what I need.
Yeah.
And I think that like modern society makes us feel like we need all this crazy shit to be like successful because like
Late stage capitalism,
yeah,
baby.
capitalism's like you need to be blah, 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 you gotta check all these boxes or you're like a piece of shit. And for me, I've tried to unlearn all of those things because I don't know. I used to this might be a shock or not a shock to people, but I used to be like a super hippie like yogi, and like I was always like trying to find center and peace with myself, and I would go to like retreats and I would go and like do all these different yoga sessions, and I would like do all these like hallucinogenic drugs trying to like find God, find myself, find the answers. And at the end of the day, I like just realized that I you have to be complacent. Like there's a difference between complacency with your situation and like being okay with it like in a certain way, or like being complacent and like putting up with something that's maybe not the best for you.
Yeah, dude, we're getting into some crazy shit right now.
I know, and you have to go to work in
I
like
know.
20 minutes. It's like
We're getting into
you're gonna
some
have to be like,
crazy stuff.
all right, cut.
Because that brings into like the whole concept. I don't know if you would call it a concept, but the whole, perception, like what you perceive is what you believe. So like
Yeah,
you could be in a totally crappy situation that one person perceives as like horrible,
yeah.
but for you it's like the best situation ever,
Or it
and
could
you're
just
like
be
totally
like
fine.
normal. But
Yeah.
which that could go two ways. Like it could be like you're being like abused, or you're being this, that, and the other, like your boss treats you like shit and you're just like, well, I have a really good job, so like I should just stay
Yeah.
in my lane. Versus like someone like me
Or you don't
would be like,
perceive it as
I
being
would rather
abuse.
for sure. But like someone like me would be like, fuck this job and fuck you, like I deserve better than
Right.
this. You're a piece of shit. Like I would rather go and be a poor motherfucker and like go sell something on eBay to make my rent versus like working for you because you treat me like shit.
Which what a crazy thing to talk about, because like it that's like kind of like the whole basis of politics, right? Is like, and like debating and like having arguments with people, is you're trying to get them to see your perspective on things, and they're trying to get you to see their perspective on things, and it's like, how do we know which one is right? Because really that's all it is.
Well, that goes for like anybody like trying to, on a really small scale, like trying to get somebody to like a hobby that you like, or trying to get
Yeah.
somebody to watch an anime that you like that they're just like absolutely not into, but to you it's like the coolest thing ever.
Like Destiny.
I feel like, oh my god. Cut.
In the podcast.
This motherfucker has been trying to get me to play Destiny forever, and
It
I
is
just
so
don't.
much fun.
I tried it though.
It's
can't.
okay. I'm not. You don't have to play it with me.
Okay, then I don't ever want to hear you bring it up again.
I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm not gonna get you to play it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Comment below if you think that Cheeky should give Destiny a second shot.
Comment below if you think this is the worst podcast ever. But I was gonna say, I think that that's something that's really bizarre, and we're not gonna jump off this cliff because we're just gonna have like a horde of like Trump supporters in the comments, and I can't deal with that. But I was gonna say, like, that's something that's really hard for me with certain family members. You know who you are. Like trying to see eye to eye with them, even though we are on different spectrums, like politically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see things in like this is right and this is wrong. Like there's a difference between right and wrong. There's not a whole lot of gray area.
Yeah.
And a lot of like the other side just kind of goes for things that are really like hurtful, harmful. And for me, I'm always trying to defend what's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that makes it extremely difficult, and it's very like,
again though, that all comes back to what they perceive to be right and what you perceive to be right.
Right, because and that's so fucked up. Is because like you can literally talk to somebody and they'll be like, this is what I've known my whole life.
Yeah.
I am 1000% right and you are wrong.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the same with me. Like I could feel some way about something
that
I don't know is like completely wrong to somebody else. But again, it's so like you don't know, it's situational, it's I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. But just know, if you feel those same feelings, you're not alone. I feel like the majority of us feel that way. We feel conflicted because we're always trying to like do the right thing, and we're always trying to like fight for justice. But then at the end of the day, what is justice? You know, like what's the? It's also backwards. Our world in general is so backwards.
We live in a wild place.
But I also think, like, as much as I think that the world and, like, our country and other countries are just, like, so evil, and, like, our political leaders and, like, the whole system is just so evil, I I understand why people, like, lose their minds and are just like, "We can't get ahead of it, like, it's too far gone, it's so evil, the
Yeah.
corrupt billionaires." But, like, at the end of the day, like, all we can do is try to stay in our lanes and, like, be happy and protect your peace. Yes, stand up for what's right, but, learn when to cut your losses,
Yeah.
learn when to step back and protect your energy,
Yeah.
because everyone fucking hates Elon Musk and hates fucking uh Bezos and stuff, but it's like everyone's like anti-billionaire. It's like, yeah, we all fucking hate billionaires, and they're like ruining the economy in a lot of ways, and
Yeah.
like they're just fucked up, and billionaires shouldn't exist in general.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like I have stopped wasting my breath
Yeah.
on like
Same.
rallying against them, because I'm like,
Same.
they're so rich that like none of us can touch them ever.
Yeah.
And like we're never gonna be able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks. And that's because we're all fucking poor and we're like little ants in an ant farm.
Revolution!
We're ants in the ant farm that is their desk.
The alien ant farm.
What's the song that they sing?
It's not even theirs. It's Michael Jackson's. They did Smooth Criminal.
Well, they have other songs.
But that's the one that they're most known for.
I thought they said oh no, that's The Offspring. What? I'm trying to think of one of their songs.
You can't, because all you know is Smooth Criminal.
Man. Well, they know it.
Okay,
They know it. It's okay.
Dude, I love that shirt. It's fucking sick.
Thank you. It's
I have one too.
I got it not too long ago. It's like a Japanese knockoff.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Bootleg.
What do you think it says at the bottom? Fellowship?
Probably.
Fellowship of the Ring. Get that hair off. There you go, girl.
Oh yeah. I like most people, I love Lord of the Rings. That's so awkward.
Like most people, I love Lord of the Rings.
And then you just sit there in silence.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
Lord of the Rings is my
favorite
fantasy trilogy of all time.
Mine too. It's the best.
It is the best.
It's just so epic.
It is. It's amazing.
Who's your favorite character? Your question, that should not be that hard.
I know what you're gonna say. I have to say it. Gandalf. Gandalf is my favorite character.
Okay, that's fair. I feel like he really annoyed me though, because he straight up was like, look, you little bitches, I need to send you on the most like daunting task of your entire life.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna fucking piece the fuck out on you and like not hit your line at all.
He was captured in a tower by Saruman.
Getting his ass
My
beat.
boy got fucked up.
He got fucking juked, bro.
He got his staff stolen, and Saruman did the double.
And then he said,
spun him around like a rag doll, like he was in a fucking washing machine.
Okay, but that's the thing though, is like he could have like sent them some sort of sign or some sort of message. Okay, well, also he could have hit their line once he got out of the slammer known as the tower.
I think he did do that. He flew on an eagle and then went to find them.
I don't know. He just was giving me and then whenever he came back
as Gandalf the White,
he was just very like sus. Like, he was just like, they didn't talk about anything that happened.
Bro, that's storytelling 101. They were in Fangorn Forest. They were like, oh my god, Saruman's here. We're gonna have to kill him. Boom, it's Gandalf the White. He's been reincarnated. He's a stronger version of himself.
Yeah, but he could have been like, yo, dude, that Balrog fucked me up. Like, and then I was captured. Like, I'm so sorry. But he was just like,
at the turn of the tide.
He was like, sup. And they were like, what the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli, all three of those motherfuckers raised weapons at him. And he was just chilling in the forest waiting for him.
Well, for anybody who gives a shit, my favorite character is Aragorn.
Who saw that
He
coming?
is the best character that has ever existed in fantasy. I would lay down my sword for him. I would put down my life for him.
I would pull out my sword for Aragorn.
I would let him sheath his sword
Yes.
in me.
Yes. I would
if
be.
you know what I mean.
I would be his sheath.
I would become his sheath. I think that he's just like, I think someone on TikTok said this not too long ago, and they were like, the reason that everyone geeks over Aragorn is because he is written and like acting like in the female gaze. Like he is like what like women want in like in a man. Like they want like this like heroic, like grungy, sexy, like he's a really good person. He like loves his friends, he loves his woman. Like he is, I cannot say enough things.
Cannot say enough things. I cannot.
He reminds me a little bit about you.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
You're my Aragorn.
I am Aragorn, confirmed.
Even though I'm pretty sure if you were to get into like a sword fight, you would die.
Probably. Maybe.
Maybe. Like, I love you so much, but like I don't see you being a fighter.
I'm a pacifist.
Well, I feel like if someone was like ready to fist fight you, you could hold your own.
Yeah.
But if someone like was like sword fight me,
I have never swung a sword in my life.
I feel like I could survive a sword fight.
Okay.
I just feel in my heart that if I picked up a sword, that my soul and my spirit would know what to do. My medieval instincts would kick in.
Damn. You were Joan of Arc in a past life.
I fucking was. No, you know who I was in a past life?
Who's that?
Chester Bennington.
Crawling in my skin. Dude, she put on a fucking show for me the other night. It was awesome.
Every once in a while, I like to do a lip sync concert.
It was amazing
for my favorite albums, and Hybrid Theory is one of my favorite albums of all time. I definitely think it's in my top 5. Judge me if you will, but that album was very like formative, like to me in my, or it was important to me in my formative years.
Dude, it's a completely fair and legitimately good pick.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people would agree with me.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, I don't even know like late stage Linkin Park. I only know like the hits that were on the radio.
So and all Hybrid Theory.
Well, no, I was gonna say I listened, like I owned Hybrid Theory and Meliora. Is that what it's called? Meliora? Meteora, sorry.
I think Meliora
is Ghost. Sorry,
yeah.
it's Meteora. I owned both of those albums. But like after that I did not own any more music, but I heard all the singles like from the radio, and so like I would say all around I'm a fan. But I feel like in general a lot of people consider like Linkin Park fans to be like douchebags.
No.
But like, okay, well maybe that's just me, but present.
No.
But like,
now if you listen to Trapped, maybe
people in the comments are gonna be like, I like Trapped, what's the fucking deal?
Well, no, dude, that got the Trapped singer like went off the rails. That dude is
Did he essay children?
Crazy. No, that's like the Lost Prophets guy.
Oh.
No, this guy like came out and he was like disrespecting fans at concerts, like got into beefs. He got into a beef with the Power Trip guys.
Oh damn.
And so I automatically give a thumbs down to Trapped.
Well, okay, what if the Power Trip guys were being fucking dickheads?
No way, dude. The Power Trip guys are amazing.
He's biased. He's
good.
He's a major fan.
They're allies.
I'm an ally.
I'm an ally.
It's the sound bit. They're like, Valentina is an ally. Valentina, and he's like, ally. I'll have to put the clip here.
I just want to say I'm part of the LGBTQ community, and this is my best friend Valentina. She's an ally. Talk, Valentina. Ally.
But but yeah, I love Linkin Park a lot, and so I did a little lip sync concert in the
Nice.
living
It was
room,
awesome. Literally 10 out of 10. I was losing my shit.
and I've done it before with MCR,
Yeah.
of course. But yeah, he got a free concert, so lucky him.
It was great. Okay, we got to wrap this up, unfortunately. Quickly, media of the week.
Okay, media of the week. We're gonna always end with which I know that other podcasts do this and we're being copycats, but I don't give a fuck.
But it's fun.
But like media of the week, I would say I'm like I don't remember any
You're like-
movies or music I've ever listened
You've
to.
been watching a lot of Nana.
Okay, yeah. So I'm almost done watching Nana the anime, which is old but very very good. We started the new Great British Baking Show, which
Mhm.
so far promising. We love that show.
Yes.
As far as music, I have a chokehold is on me from the Midnight's album from Taylor Swift. Like most people, it is a masterpiece. I'm not even a Swiftie, but I can admit when music is good. And it's great. She is extremely famous and broke Ticketmaster for a reason. She is a force to be reckoned with. Besides that, I've been listening to a lot of like house music, and I would say Icarus is one of my favorite like electronic bands. I don't even know. I think they're
they're good.
considered house pop electronic.
Yeah.
But
They're electronic for sure.
but yeah, I would say probably like house. But I listen to them a lot, like on repeat.
Mhm.
And then I think that's pretty much it for me. Did we watch any movies recently?
Barbarian.
We watched Barbarian like 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Legit.
and it's like one of my favorite horror films I've ever seen just because it ticks all the boxes for
Yeah.
me on like jump scares that aren't really like super jump scary, and then like psychological thriller, like
Very
a little bit
tense.
it has a little bit of comedy in it.
Yeah.
Like dark, very dark
Yeah.
comedy. And then like physical horror, like body horror, but it's like
Very brief.
it's very brief and it's like practical effects, which
Yeah.
I really really enjoyed.
It does a lot without showing a lot, which is what I enjoy from like gore. Like it can be violent as long as it's brief. Like I don't want to see it all throughout the movie.
Yeah.
So I was really happy because like those moments were truly shocking. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, oh my god. So please watch it.
Yeah.
Like don't be a chicken, just fucking watch
Don't
it.
be a chicken. Just
Okay, what
watch
do you
it.
have any music you want to say you've been listening to?
Been listening to the album Strength by Unto Others on repeat for like the past like 3 months, I want to say. It's amazing. Check it out. TV. What have I been watching? Oh, Attack on Titan. Just finished. I caught up.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it's so good.
Holy crap. So good. Video games. I've been playing a ton of Destiny 2, and I just downloaded a single player game called Vampire Survivor that I am totally addicted to. I can't stop playing it. It's amazing. And then movies that I've watched. I just watched this movie called The Outfit. It's like a mystery kind of thriller. I love the cinematography. It was beautiful to watch, but the mystery itself didn't really make all that much sense to me. They did a lot of like connect the dots where the dots never really like formed. So I was like, I don't really know like how you came to
Interesting.
that. But it was an enjoyable watch. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Guys, by the way, we are trying to get a little interface for the podcast that costs about $150. So if you want to support us and donate for that, I will put the link in the bio. It is available on my Ko-fi. If you want to support, it's kind of like I'm treating it like a Patreon. If you want to help get better equipment for the show, please do. If you don't have the money for it, don't donate. But if you do, thank you so much, and we will shout you out on the next video.
Y'all are amazing.
We love you guys. I am really excited for this to be a new part of the channel.
This was so much fun.
It's so much fun. We can literally, you and I can talk for like hours and hours. This is
Yeah.
probably a really good idea.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we are gonna start doing this probably like a lot. Like I think it's gonna shift more to this and a little less to travel.
Because it's so much fun.
Yes, it will, and we can do it more. We might
Yeah.
even be able to do this and a travel one every week,
Yeah.
depending.
We
But
could do like 2 of these a week.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely can, and
It's a good
it'll
time.
be able to have more content for the channel.
We just have to do them on my off days because I'm definitely gonna be late for work.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's
Well,
fine.
he has to go to work. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Hit that bell for notifications.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Don't forget to like the video.
Yeah, but love you guys. Thank you for the support, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.